Hello, Pisces. This is your tarot reading for December 2016. I've asked for some general information for you and any other information about relationships and everything, really. Whatever comes out is what will be told. Okay, so at the center of the reading, we do have the Hermit card, which is a very introspective card, a very diligent card, and it is crossed by the nine of wands. So you may have been focusing very heavily on something, and you're and it's something that's very close to your heart. It's something that means a lot to you. In fact, it's almost like your destiny or your life path. You feel like you're making a decision that will resonate with the very core of your whole kind of existence, or your core truth, your core beliefs. Basically, it's a very spiritually inclined kind of thing that you're fighting for, defending, or working towards. So that's quite nice. The overarching energy, we've got the Death card. So the Death card does talk about new beginnings, and also transformation, and also the endings of things. The Death card is quite an important, I think, card in the deck, because it reminds us that actually death is a very valuable energy in the scheme of things. Because if things weren't to die, things would probably, a lot of things would stay stagnant, or we'd have too much of something. It's a natural part of the cycle of things. It's like one of the most important fundamental universal laws as far as I can see. So when we see the Death card, it's nothing really to be alarmed about. In fact, it's the universe's way of saying you're now moving on in a more positive direction with the Hermit card here. And when I say positive direction, in a direction that's more closer to your soul's purpose, and what makes you feel good, and makes you feel like you're honoring yourself. You're moving in that direction now, which means a lot of things that maybe you had found useful in the past for your previous self and your previous awareness no longer applies, or no longer serves you in the way that it functioned before. So then we've also got here, as your past, in your past position, we've got the Two of Swords accompanied by the hanged man, which shows that there was some decision that has been made after maybe a long time of thinking. You've now made a decision, or it could mean that in the past you basically just took a long time to make a decision, to the point where you took so long that you gained a totally new perspective and understanding about something. That decision basically changed your whole direction, and how you moved forward. The Hanged Man also speaks to the 12th house. So yeah, it's quite a fundamental change within yourself that has occurred because of having to gain a new perspective. So you may have done a lot of inner work to reach this decision. Again, with the Hermit card here, it does show inner work to help you along your journey. towards what you're defending here with the Nine of Wands. You are very much at the end or near the end of your journey. We've got another 9 showing up here with the 9 of Cups in your consciousness position, or what you're consciously focused on. So you do see the future looking quite bright, and it's the Nine of Wands, sorry, the Nine of Cups, it actually accompanies the Devil card. So the Devil card is usually a warning card of some sort that would tell you, you know, you're steering too far right, you're steering too far left, or you've gone to one sort of extreme. You're obsessing over something. You could have been obsessively thinking about this new beginning, but you're very happy. With the Nine of Cups here, you may feel like you've really accomplished something, and that with the Nine of Wands here as well, that you really, really have paved a new path for yourself, and you feel quite accomplished, and you may have been obsessively thinking about it. It may be dominating your thoughts to the point of obsession at the moment. You're so focused on it, as an Aries would be. An Aries would be very, very focused. In addition to that, yeah, we've got it looks very much like a ram's head to me on this card. So I would say that the Devil card is also associated with the sign of Aries, and even Taurus. But anyway, yeah, I think you've just been like had a tunnel vision kind of approach to this. And that's why we've got the Hermit card and the Nine of Wands. It's just about your soul determination to reach this point of happiness that you envision for your future. And you are, you know, a person of conviction at the moment. You're not swayed. You know exactly what you want. You've had the time to think about it. And the outcome here is the Judgment card. In actual fact, it's the Five of Wands accompanied by the Judgment card. So the outcome is not so much the outcome, but how you're actually moving forward and what there is to look forward to in your future is possibly a lot of disagreements and bickering. Usually with new starts, new relationships, there is a lot of adjustments to be made. This could be, if this is pertaining to a relationship, it could be that you're, still fighting. Again, it's just representing that whole fighting energy of being determined and being very willful in moving things forward. It often talks to a bit of chaos though as well, and usually more than one person's opinion that's involved. So you could be having to collaborate with a lot of people to get things to move forward. It could be that. Or having to bring, families together. If it is like a relationship that's being taken to the next level, having to kind of work with others and bring lots of different people together and on the same page. So say you had kids, your partner you're getting with has got kids or something like that. You've got to somehow to get the kids to all get along, and sleeping arrangements and all sorts of stuff that you've got to kind of all reach a happy agreement about in order for you all to move forward happily. But the Judgment card here does accompany this. So it looks like there will be a lot of discussion and talk about what everyone really wants, what everyone's really going to, now we're really talking business here now, basically, I think, with the relationship moving into a more serious state or the next level. You could be now talking about, what's really going to make this work. Everyone needs to be really honest about how they feel. And what they really think about things. So it looks like it'd be very much a group kind of effort. And everyone will have their say. Everything that needs to be said will be said. And that could cause arguments. But it's a requirement that you can't really get around this part of the process. With the Judgment card being a major arcana, it's saying you can't really get out of this, that you're going to have to work through it. But the good thing is that once everything's out in the open, you then have this beautiful brand new slate to really build on and move forward, and it will actually turn out to be a very beautiful thing. You just all need to remember with the Five of Wands that you're all fighting for the same thing. Usually with the Five of Wands, when it comes down to it, like for instance, you're both fighting to be right, or you're both fighting to prove a point, that sometimes you could be proving the same point in a weird kind of way, but your angles are different. Your angles of the argument are different. So just remember that you're all fighting for the same thing here. So not to fight against each other, but to work together. So then at the base of the reading, in your subconscious, we've got the Page of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles accompanying it. So, or as the clarifier. So this speaks to you, again, feeling like you are, making a brand new commitment to something. It's very, very new, but you are offering a ring as well, I see here. I see rings again in the Judgment card. I see 5 rings on the Five of Coins. I don't know, rings have stood out to me. And then there's the white flower as well in the Death card. Something speaks a little bit. I'm just picking up weddings. We've got the Lovers card as the final outcome as well, with the 8 of Wands. So yeah, new commitments being made, possibly engagement being made, because we've got the Six of Swords here, as well as how you see yourself accompanied by the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups usually is offering some sort of love to somebody and taking on a whole new journey, wanting to take things to the next level, wanting to move on with this person with an offer of love. Usually means that I'm offering, the opportunity to move the relationship forward, or I'm offering myself to you in a larger capacity, So yeah, suggestions to me does talk about relationships evolving, or possibly even an offer of more commitment. With the Five of Coins accompanying it, this does talk to two people sticking it out through thick and thin. It can often mean a soulmate connection as well. With the Hermit card at the center, again, this does, and the Judgment card as well, really even speaks to this being a fated connection. So yeah, I believe that you guys are in it through thick and thin, again, which pertains to marriage, one of the wedding vows. That's not actually a wedding vow, but one of those vows, thick and thin till death do us part kind of thing. Yeah, brand new, whole new beginning here with the Death card. Transforming completely into this new way of being, this new relationship, this new stage of the relationship. Maybe taking the relationship to this stage means actually, in effect, laying the past to rest. So maybe you guys were kind of in this Two of Swords, Hangman kind of phase or energy, where you were kind of in limbo. You were together, but there was still a lot of baggage maybe that you had to kind of cut away from or let go of, which effectively meant that you had to change the way you thought about things and gain a new perspective. Yeah, that's where I think the death energy comes in. It completely cuts away what you no longer need, or what no longer serves you, what no longer makes sense in your life. What no longer is bringing anything positive. In fact, it may only be draining you, because you may be putting a lot of effort and attention into it, only for it to be a dead dog that you're trying to kick. And it's like, there's nothing back, there's no investment, it's nothing. It's in the past. It is what it is. It's had its time. So, yeah, I think you guys are moving on to brand new things. I think you recognize that it will take a level of vulnerability to do this between you all, especially with the Judgment card and the Five of Coins. A certain amount of vulnerability will be required, so you both end up kind of on the same page. You both know how each other really feels. And I think you are opening up here with the Nine of Cups. You are offering your love to somebody, or somebody could possibly be offering it to you with the suggestion that you completely move on and take the relationship, again, like I keep saying, to the next level. Page of Pentacles here, though, yeah, does speak of that brand new beginning. So yeah, congratulations. We've got the Tower card here, accompanied by the Page of Wands as to how people see you. So people do really see you as completely taken on a whole new way of thinking. Yeah, a whole new way of thinking about, or yeah. You basically look like you've been awakened by the Tower card, like you've had a lightning bolt to the head. You've literally had this kind of like new inspiration, this new clarity of thought that you're thinking, where it allows you to see things for how they are, see the value in things as they are, and operate on a level of truth that may be quite new to you, or people definitely will see that as it being new to you. They may not be used to you communicating in a particular way. Your partner may not be used to you communicating in this way as well. But they more see you as maybe just going through this massive change. But I think you're being quite good in terms of communication, especially with the Eight of Rods here, and the Six of Swords and the Page. So I would just say, keep communication as clear, frank and honest as you can with your partner. She may or he may want to talk quite a lot about this new change in order to feel comfortable and secure in the changes. So yeah, just ensure again like clear communication with the Page of Swords and the Five of Wands and the Justice card. It's about honesty and keeping things as clear as possible. Then we have in the Hopes and Fears, we've got the Three of Cups and accompanied by the Page of Rods. So you're hoping maybe that you bond, that maybe everyone does come together and, you all bond and it's all lovely and all the families and all the kids, they get together and they bond and everything goes smoothly. With the Page of Rods here, as a hope or fear, yeah, I think it's just a brand new adventure, and I think you're just hoping that this brand new adventure actually pans out, and I guess it's just the fear of change, it's the fear of something new, having to maybe exercise and use certain muscles within your personality or character that maybe you haven't used for a little while to keep things going at the pace and direction that you want them to go. There could be a bit of fear around that, this new beginning, like can I manage to keep all these fiery opinions and people on the same page and keep everyone happy maybe. On another note, this could be a fear that that your partner is too young. And has a lot of friends and is quite flirty and is still kind of what do they say? Still exercising his still curious about the world and relationships, and maybe isn't quite ready to commit, basically. Soiling his royal oats, that's it. Sowing his oats. You know what I mean? But yeah, maybe it's something like that. You're a bit worried that he's not really quite ready yet. He's quite young. And then that they still might have more living to do before they settle down. You could be a bit concerned about that. But this is just your concern. This is your hopes and fears. It's not actually what happens. Because actually what happens As the outcome card, we've got the Lovers card accompanied by the Eight of Wands. And they say the Eight of Wands is also known as the Arrows of Love. So you'll definitely be solidifying, I think, that decision that you made to be together. You now recognize each other as true lovers, and you are committed, and you've only got eyes for each other. And love now flows freely. It flows freely and very fast, and you may find that you're communicating a lot more now. You have a lot more to talk about. You can now, I guess, talk about the future, where you're going, and it's quite exciting, and it's a really refreshing, new, breezy, kind of electrifying almost energy that you guys now feel. So it's almost like a new lease of life, like a change is as good as a rest. It's like you feel refreshed, I think, because you've now made this decision to kind of follow your heart and to keep fighting for what you truly want. So yeah, even though there's a bit of obsession here with the Devil card and whatnot, I think that it only really just proves that you're just completely 100% committed to making this work. So yeah, congratulations. If you're completely single, looks like you'll be offering your love to somebody. Again, I think all these things really apply just in the same way. Making a decision, even if you are single, you may have been single for a little while, really thinking about what you want from relationships maybe. And you've now come to a decision where you are now decided on what you want in relationships and where you want to go. You're being honest, you're almost coming out. There could also be a coming out party. Could be a coming out party. You could have found someone that you really like, and they might be, the same gender as you, and your family don't really know about it. And having to kind of get everyone on board, or having to tell everyone what's going on. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. But it looks like if this is the case, you're quite confident that you know what you want, and you know that it's not going to be necessarily the easiest road to go down, and you know that it's really what you want, and it's really what makes you happy, even if it could be bad according to other people's eyes, or not, or frowned upon or whatever. Like, you know what you like, and you're embracing that, and you're moving things forward, and yeah. Congratulations again. If this is to do with work, again, the end result is that, you may be offered many jobs that you really like. You may have had to fight quite hard to reach this position, and you're still fighting, although you may feel like, you're ready to start something new. Ready to start something new, and see where maybe things haven't worked in the past, and willing to try new things now. It's a complete turnabout face, really, in a way. You may have seen really what's not working, and then had to make quite a big decision as to change direction, way of doing things, to the point where to other people you look like a completely different person, or you think like a completely different person. But it looks like as well that you would be considering moving and changing jobs, and it looks like you could receive an offer, a really nice offer, maybe to work in some sort of caring industry, or creative industry even. But one where it's more peaceful and where you'll find more happiness. Yeah, as I was saying, if you're completely single, it could be a water sign is interested in you, and could be offering their love to you. It could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. It could also be an earth sign that's on your mind. Could be a Capricorn, in fact. Virgo has appeared as well. Capricorn and Virgo have appeared quite prominently in your reading. So it could be a Virgo, Capricorn, or a water sign, I think. Could even be a Gemini. But let's see how it goes, shall we? Have a really great December, and I will speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.